Hey guys, it's Evie and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a my secondary school experience video. So I was originally just going to do like an advice video, but I thought I'd put my secondary school experience with maybe some pictures as well to make it a bit more like a visual and so it's a bit more interesting, as well as just my advice for each year, because obviously I've just finished year 11, so I have had the whole personal GCSE and, you know, secondary school experience basically, so year 7 through 11. So I'm going to be going through each year and basically talking about my advice and my experience and all of that. I really hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to go ahead and leave timestamps probably in the comments for each year, so if you want to just look at a specific year and my experience and like advice for that year, then you can go ahead and just click on the timestamp. But I really hope you enjoy this video. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so starting with year 7. Year 7, obviously I didn't know a lot of people, and the same is literally for everyone. You only know a small portion of people which probably went to your primary school. 2014, going into year 7, I did not know many people. I knew a handful of people. I didn't have any friends in primary school because no one really liked me. But going into secondary school, I only knew a few people. So it was quite daunting, but at the same time, I knew that everyone else is in the same position and everyone else wants to make friends. So I wasn't too stressed in the fact that I knew I would make friends. Making new friends and making those friendships is really important. I remember on induction day, I think it was, or maybe like the first few days of school, I made friends with Cordelia, who, if you don't know, she is literally one of my bestest friends and still is to this day. Like, that's a 5-year friendship just made from like one conversation in year 7 and we just clicked. You can make friendships that are gonna last as well. Like, all of these friendships that I have now, like the majority of the friends I have basically are people that I've met in my secondary school, because there are so many lovely people in my secondary school that I've made friends with. Everyone is so lovely. I think year 7, the main thing you want to be focusing on is just making sure that you have a group around you of people that you feel comfortable with. Obviously year 7, you want to be making a good impression as well with your teachers, because some of them might teach you through the whole of your secondary school experience, or they might teach you once, like you have no idea. But anyway, you know, you want to make a good impression on your teachers. Next, going into year 8, so I started year 8 in 2014. I would have been 12, going on 13, I think. Year 8 was probably, I feel like I remember it being one of the best years from year 7 to 11 for me, because I feel like you didn't need to worry about literally anything. By then, you have settled in with friendships. You've made a lot of really close friends, and ones I could literally have a laugh with, and just like some of my like bestest friends. That's why I think making a foundation for friendships in year 7 is really important, because you can then go into year 8 having really close friends and just having like fun at school. Our form was also really close. We had a lot of lessons together, so it just gave us more opportunity to be able to talk to every other person in our form and just become really close. So honestly, a year where you just have to make the most of it. Obviously every single year you want to make the most of it. So yeah, year 8, I would honestly just say make the most of it, which sounds like really bad advice, but I just think that's so important, because you don't really have many responsibilities really. It's more just like having fun in what you're doing. Okay, so next up we have year 9. So I would have gone into year 9 in 2014. I think I would have been 13 going on 14. So year 9 was a very complicated year, I would say. Not so much in terms of school. It was a little bit more stressful because you had to think about what GCSEs you want to pick, which is why in year 9 you really need to be thinking about, you know, in your lessons, are you enjoying this? Would you like to take on for GCSEs? How like your strengths in different lessons and things like that. So and then as well as that, I feel like a lot of people, I'm not trying to stereotype, but a lot of people go through a phase during year 8, sort of year 9 time, or at least I did, where it's a lot like sort of socially you are expected to fit in a lot. And I think that happened a lot of the time in year 9. I just thought I had to fit in, and I didn't realise at the time, but I was being someone I wasn't. Obviously it's kind of a learning curve, because I've learned from it now to like, you know, make sure I'm like being myself. I don't want to be all like cringy, because that's kind of irritating. There was a lot of fun experiences in year 9, so there was a lot of fun parties and things like that. But I think in year 9, maybe it's less of a phase. Maybe it was just me learning about myself and learning about the type of person I am. Then you pick GCSEs at the end of your year 9 journey, I guess. So the GCSEs I picked were history, drama, triple science and Spanish. So I think most people pick Spanish. A lot of people pick history. I don't really know why I picked triple science. I think back then I really wanted to be a doctor. I probably should have picked something else. I would have had to do science anyway. And history was interesting. There are portions of history that were interesting, but I found it quite hard. So, you know, that's completely my personal opinion though. Like, this whole video is my personal opinion, so it's going to be different for everyone. I think drama was my favourite GCSE. It's probably the most stressful, but it was my favourite. A lot happened in drama. It was very eventful. Now I'm talking about GCSEs, I may as well go into year 10. So year 10 would have started that in 2017, I believe. So I would have been turning 14 to 15 years old, and this is a time where you really need to be trying hard. You need to be trying hard in your whole experience at secondary school, but GCSEs, I think I would put emphasis on like year 10 and 11, because obviously that's really why you're in secondary school. You're revising for your GCSEs at year 10 and 11. So I really had to put my head down, and I didn't realise that in year 10, and that's why I want to kind of give my I want to stress it to the people who have just gone into year 10, who've just gone into year 11. You know, I watched all these videos when I was going into year 10 and going into year 11. They'd be like, start working now. I remember I was watching a Primrose Kitten live stream when I was going into year 11, and she was like, start revising now. Didn't start revising until like April, March. Do you know what? I don't know. Yeah. But I started revising late, and that made a massive impact, because although I didn't end up failing anything, I could have got higher grade. That might mean half an hour after school making some cue cards in year 10. You really don't have to do much, but when they build up and you're doing half an hour every day, that's nothing. That is really, really nothing. If you are putting in half an hour making RE cards, you will thank yourself when you get into year 11 and it's the day before the exam, and you've obviously done some revision before that, but you've got these cue cards that you've made that you can keep going over all the time. Whether you are watching this video a month before you are doing your GCSEs and you still haven't put the work in, it's never ever too late, and I promise you that. Like, it's never too late to start trying, whether it's an hour before the exam, whether it's the night before the exam. Obviously get your sleep, don't overwork yourself, but you can start working now. Like, even if you're in year 7, I don't know why you'd want to do this, but like if you're in year 7 and you want to start just doing some revision or something, like, go for it. But I wouldn't do that. But you know, I kind of went off on a tangent to year 10 and 11 there, but you know, they kind of grouped together as a GCSE kind of exam time, but at the same time you want to have fun. Like, year 10 and 11 probably were some of the best years in a way. Like, friendship wise, I had like the healthiest friendship groups, like healthiest friendships. So friendship wise it was really, really great. But obviously with GCSEs it would have been stressful as well. Try as hard as you can, but don't overwork yourself, because obviously it's not your GCSE year yet. I just mean put in a little bit of work. Year 11 finally. So year 11 I would have gone in 2018, and I have just finished GCSEs. You know, that is a massive thing, and I feel like it's something that people really get stressed about as well. At the end of the day, they're not going to define you, and I know every single person says that, but they're not going to. Like, it doesn't show what type of person you are. It doesn't show your personality. It shows your academic skills, which are important, but I don't think that as important as your personality and who you are, but they are really going to help you with your next stage. So put in as much work as you can, try your hardest. That's basically what I have to say in year 11. I will insert some pictures again of year 11, which was this year, and also, you know, I got my results. If you want to see my GCSE results video, it's like 2 videos back, so you can go ahead and watch that. That is my secondary school like advice video, and I really hope you did enjoy it and enjoyed sort of the pictures as well. I don't really know where I was going with this video, but I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.